Now let's go to Tucker Hope for the Daily Briefing.
Okay, so let's start in Iran, where after a train derailment near the town of Fasa injured 30 passengers this morning, the United States immediately pledged to send 45,000 soldiers to help with relief efforts.
That our plan is to strike quickly and help them out before they know what hit them. We've already deployed 6 platoons to carry bandages, 500 tanks to bring water, and 350 stealth bombers are currently over Tehran in case anyone needs them.
The White House announced that the U.S. is fully committed to making sure everyone who is injured makes a full recovery, even if it means leaving our troops there for 5 to 10 years. Next up on the wall this morning, the White House made the announcement that the nation's repairman, Ron, will be coming by to fix the nation's infrastructure sometime between noon and 8 p.m. tomorrow.
He'll likely be fixing roads, reinforcing bridges in the Midwest and mountain regions, and rewiring the national power grid, during which time he says he'll try his best to stay out of the nation's hair. The nation doesn't have to do anything. We're just telling you so you aren't surprised if you see someone poking around the country. Okay?
Ron estimates the day's work will cost the country no more than $140 billion, assuming he doesn't have to order away for any parts. And some big news for gadget junkies. Tomorrow, Apple will be releasing yet another must-have new product, the iHand. The state-of-the-art prosthesis, which attaches to the stump of your wrist, can play music, receive email, and even interface with other Apple products. Mac fans are already chopping off their hands in anticipation of tomorrow's release.
So the Apple iHand comes out tomorrow, and I can't wait. I pre-ordered it 2 months ago and sawed my hand off this afternoon, and I'm going to the Apple store tomorrow morning to pick it up. I'm gonna get the thumbs up app.
Thanks, Tucker. What do you think? Gonna get one of those iHands?
I don't think I'd be able to work the touchscreen, and that's my top priority.
Yeah, of course. Okay, now, as Tucker would be more than happy to remind you, Black History Month is here, and to honor the occasion, let's take a look at a pivotal day in the civil rights movement in This Day in History. Tucker?
It was on this day in 1964 that the House passed the historic Civil Rights Act, mandating that racism be made less obvious. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the bill into law just 5 months later.
From this day forward, blacks shall still be treated unfairly, but it will be in more subtle, institutionalized ways.
The bill was cause for momentous change, and across the nation, millions celebrated.
The day is finally here. People can no longer blatantly deny us jobs because of the color of our skin. They have to actually pretend like they considered hiring us.
Free at last, free at last. Thank God we're free at last. Except for a vast network of highly complicated systems that work in hard to define ways, but undeniably put us at a disadvantage.
It was the culmination of the fight of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who, in his famous speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, said, "I have a dream that things will more or less stay the same for the foreseeable future, but at least we can sort of pretend like things are getting better. Bigots won't feel as comfortable yelling racial slurs at us in public anymore, because yeesh, no one likes hearing those." Brooke.
Yeah, it's stories like these that make me wonder what African Americans are complaining about these days. Thanks so much for reporting it, Tucker.
Any chance I get to talk about Black History Month is an honor. When I was a kid for Halloween, I dressed up as Harriet Tubman 5 years in a row.
Right, you've mentioned that. And we have another breaking news blast on the run.